Next, let me turn to Gordon Chaffin. Gordon, are you there?
Yes.
All right. Good afternoon, and whenever you're ready.
Thank you very much. My name is Gordon Chaffin. I created an organization called the Friends of Metropolitan Branch Trail 2 years ago to advocate for the expansion, greater inclusion of, and greater activization. It's hard word to say, of the trail. Many of the folks who testified so far have mentioned the MBT is a 4.5 or so miles north-south off-street bike route that connects Union Station on its two sides to the Fort Totten Transit Complex. Design is underway for a segment that will take the trail down from Silver Spring through downtown Tacoma, and the segment connecting Fort Totten to downtown Tacoma is under construction. We have a goal of improving the existing trail segment that is extremely popular, especially in the Eckington area, with advocacy that improves the design of the remaining segment. We have talked with DDOT, especially with the goal to increase the above ground amenities. For that reason, we created a drinking water station program last year, which involved the deployment of 5 drinking water stations along the current trail that included a 5-gallon water jug, drinking cups, trash cans, and a dog bowl at every station, which we have found to be more popular than people care about getting themselves to be not thirsty. They cared more about their pups. We have found great need in the current trail segment for trash cans, for drinking fountains, and for other amenities like increased lighting, which our group had at least my own blind spot to start out was we didn't focus enough on public safety, but violent crimes on the trail have made that more urgent. The Fort Totten segment has updated amenities on public safety, including MPD trail cameras and increased lighting, and we're hoping that that can be put in to the Eckington section. We also have found it extremely difficult to convince DDOT, which is the purpose of this hearing, to go through the plans that they're currently finalizing and to create, when the trail is installed in the north section, to just have basic things like benches. We get answers that it's somebody else's department, it's a DGS, a DPR, a DPW. DDOT has told us that it requires council coordination to install something like a public restroom. That's unfortunately been true, and I'm glad to hear the DPW pilot has moved forward this year. But our goal is to work with council and help coordinate a just more cohesive thinking about the trail. Part of that cohesive thinking is connections. It is wonderful to ride the new 8th Street protected bike lane that connects 2 segments now, but connecting into our neighborhoods is extremely difficult. DDOT plans to install a rigged cycle track that goes about 600 meters and then will dump trail users onto South Dakota Avenue. We are extreme supporters of the Q&R Street protected bike lane effort that has clearly mobilized today to show that need. The trail is new, or it's fairly new now in the current segments, but we also want to make sure that DDOT is aware of maintenance that will cause the trail to degrade and become unsafe quicker. That was very clear when DDOT or DPW or whoever's responsibility it is didn't clear the snow or pre-treat the trail surface in recent snowstorms in prolonged cold weather. That is a sore issue for us because DDOT has not finalized an MOU with the National Park Service to do maintenance on the Fort Totten segment. We're not aware of existing MOUs that exist between government agencies on maintenance purposes that includes the snow removal, but also things like grass. It's clear that NOMA Bid does a lot, as well as the WABA Trail Rangers, to keep our trail healthy, but relying on a patchwork of bids is not going to be effective once we get to Tacoma in Manor Park, where there are no such bids and there's only lightly funded Main Street groups. Finally, the bike plan that was released as part of the pre-hearing testimony is frustratingly vacant in terms of trail segments, connections to trail segments. The most importantly of those is a connection to the Northwest Branch Trail in Prince George's County, for which that county received a large federal bipartisan infrastructure law grant. And we are hoping that DDOT can think to deploy a connection from Fort Totten to there when Prince George's deploys their trail improvements. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chaffin.